welcome back to You Do You with Jessi Retro, and today I am joined by my lovely colleague, and she doesn't have a name, so at the end of the video I'm going to announce what that could be. So today I'm going to talk you through 1960s mod fashion on a budget, and I will do the whole outfit at the end of the video because I can take a better shot of it by hand. Anyway, running you through it. This white headband I've had since 2006. Now, I moved here to Bradford and I met these boys whose family liked Lambrettas and Vespas, these Italian scooters. And I went home saying to my dad, I'm going to be a mod. And my dad was like, oh, are you now? My dad had this little bit of an itch because he likes motorbikes. You see, and mods and rockers are historical for not getting on, and yeah, but it weren't long before he caved and he was sewing a target onto the back of my parka. And he also gave me his collection of mod music like The Who and The Kinks and The Jam and The Small Faces and the rest. So yeah, it's a big story about a headband, I know, but it's the most sentimental item that she's wearing of mine. And shout out to Chelsea Shields, who remembers me from those days too. Right, the wig was given to me, as was the dress, from my friend over the road from my house, Emma. She turned up with a bag of clothes and went, do you want some clothes? Is that even a question? I'll have anything. So the wig and the dress cost me nothing. The headband, my dad probably bought it for me. The shirt underneath is just a long sleeve shirt. It's actually Dorothy Perkins, but again, that were a hand-me-down. And those glasses, well, they was a permanent fixture on my face for 2 years because they're my actual seeing glasses and I have no eyesight. So yeah, anyway, so I've put the short mini dress with this and this necklace in. It's all supposed to be a bit bold. The thing is with the 1960s dress sense was they didn't want to conform to what their mums wanted them to do. So the short mini skirts were like the opposite of long flowing skirts. You know what I mean? These kids wanted to go out and they wanted to earn their own money and they wanted to go and have a laugh and do their thing. It was the first generation of kids that didn't have to do national service. They weren't a war, and you know, the grandparents would have been in World War One and World War Two most likely. The parents have probably just lived through a war. So yeah, they were a lot stricter with the older generation, but these kids were free. They didn't have a war to fight. They wanted to go out and enjoy themselves. Yeah, so where the word mod came from was a group of young lads from Soho in London would go out to jazzy nightclubs and they would listen to modern jazz and soul and different music from different cultures, and they would wear Italian suits and they were leaving behind the rock and roll scene, the motorbikes and the leather jackets of the 1950s, and also leaving behind their parents' guidelines to life, I'd say. So yeah, so that's that about mods, and this is like late 1959, and the mod culture just kind of grew like international during the 1960s. So yeah, and there was a few people who were iconic in the mod scene, and that was Twiggy, Peggy Moffat, and Mary Quant. Now Mary Quant was a fashion designer, and the other two were models. Mary Quant invented the miniskirt. And that was a big hit with the mods, as was the mini dress, and it's also called a shift dress. Yeah, so a lot of blocky colours, a lot of pastel colours. There was a big thing about wanting to be young, so a lot of the mods acted like toddlery, and like their poses were really, really young, and they'd wear like multicoloured shoes and like pastel colours, and what they were doing was trying to hold on to youth, because for the first time in a long time, kids could actually enjoy their youth. So yeah, that's about it really. I'll tie it up there, and I've put some pictures throughout the video so you can see what I mean by mod style. Yeah, and that's all for now, guys. Oh, one more thing. Yes, you don't have a name, so I'm thinking about running a competition on the Facebook group. I'll put a link in the comments, in the description if you're not on there. And yeah, I won't mind some help with trying to name her. So yeah, give me your suggestions and I'll get Olive to judge that. Thank you so much again for your time. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. And if you're not on the Facebook group, please get there because we have such a good community growing and I am really thankful. Take it easy, guys.